Now he's finally fighting. I mean, he's still fighting in Philly, but bigger arenas and tougher competition. But before that, it was all club shows.
Jaron Boots Ennis and Teofimo Lopez, it's looking like it could be a possibility for 2025. It's your boy, Mr. 926, a.k.a. Bushido the Dragon, a.k.a. the Black Mage, a.k.a. I can just do this all day, the two-time demonetized champion of the world.
I need y'all to get the likes up, man. Get the likes up.
Check it out, man. Teofimo Lopez has a black fighter hit list, right? And now a new black fighter has been added to this list by the name of Jaron Boots Ennis. Now, this didn't come about until the recent storyline with Jaron Boots Ennis, which doesn't necessarily look like a good one. Now he's being viewed as a duck in the sport of boxing. Now he don't have that boogeyman mystique that he once had. He don't have that mystique of I'll fight anybody, anytime, anywhere, aura that he once had. Jaron Boots Ennis don't got it no more. But in comes Teofimo Lopez, right? What this does is open up doors for guys like Teofimo Lopez to gather their balls, and now they feeling ballsy enough to fight you. After seeing their performance with Karen Kukachan, you know what I'm saying, who in my opinion is a totally different fighter from Teofimo Lopez. Dude has a high IQ in the ring, really good, just, good skills. Teofimo Lopez, in my opinion, is more athletic, more explosive. But as far as him being as skilled as Karen Kukachan, I don't think so, bro. Right? Not too many guys that we've seen Boots Ennis with, whether you felt his opposition was strong or not, not too many guys was able to do what Karen Kukachan has done with Jaron Boots Ennis. Made him look human. But in comes Teofimo now. Black fighter hit list. Coming out the Tank, coming out the Crawford, and now he's coming at the Boots.
If you could wave a magic wand, really, who do you want?
Let me see. Jaron Ennis, Boots, Javante Davis, and finish with Terrence Crawford. Fuck yeah. Sorry for my language, ESPN.
I say Jaron Boots Ennis should give him what he's looking for. What better way for boxing fans to forget this ducking of Virgil Ortiz, right? What better way for them to forget than go ahead and beat up on Teofimo Lopez, who's going to do a lot of trash talking, lean up into the fight, and really, for what it's worth, it should be very interesting, whether you agree with the matchup or not. Top Rank seems to be interested in doing business with Matchroom and DAZN, and making this a joint pay-per-view situation. I think it should happen. I'm tired of Teofimo Lopez running around here in boxing, calling out fighters, acting like he wants all the smoke. Well, give him what he's looking for. Give him what he's looking for, beat him up, and then just go ahead and set him about his business.
Boots is a great fighter. We know this.
I like his style. I like his style, but that's not gonna be able to beat us.
He's able to switch stances and all that.
Yeah.
I think it's.
But once he feels my son's power, it changes.
It's never about power. It's here. IQ.
Yeah, that's what.
Now he's finally fighting. I mean, he's still fighting in Philly, but bigger arenas and tougher competition. But before that, it was all club shows.
He hasn't fought a world champion.
Exactly, but club shows. And then he got elevated his belt from interim to world champion now. We just want to fight the best. That's it.
Yeah.
And Boots Ennis is one of the best fighters at 47 division and with a world title. That's it.
And Eddie Hearn should be all on board with this type of fight, considering Eddie Hearn seems to be pretty upset at the fact that guys calls him a bad promoter. Said they have horrible matchmaking at Matchroom Boxing.
A couple of DMs, like actually round from there's a guy called Junior Union, who's like 22-0, never boxed anyone in his life, right? Going, oh, Eddie Hearn gets a prospect beat. Fuck off. If you can't beat those guys, you're not the fighter that I thought you are. And if you lose tonight, it's not the end of the road for you. You've got to rebuild and you've got to come back better. If you don't want to watch competitive fights, if you don't want to see prospects tested just a little bit when they're 8-1 on, fuck off and don't watch my shows, because I'm going to give you real fights and I'm going to give you entertainment. And guess what? Sometimes when people underperform or they're not good enough, they're going to lose. Not every prospect is going to go on and be a world champion. But if you spoon feed them and never put them in anything competitive, one, it's a shit product. 2, it's a con for the fans. And 3, you're not doing the right job for the fighter because when they get to the top, they're not going to be good enough. Do you know what I'm saying? J-Rock, whatever his name is, or what is it?
Yeah,
Julian Williams. Same thing. Oh, bad night for Eddie Hearn. He got 2 prospects. Not really. Eddie Hearn found out that tonight they ain't good enough. Oh, that's a bit harsh. Mate, you want me to keep it real with you? Mark Castro, you were not good enough tonight. If you perform like that, you are not going to be a world champion or reach that level. Jalil Hackett, if you don't make weight professionally, you are not going to beat guys like that who you should be strolling through. Facts. Grow a fucking set and stop fucking mincing around the subject and be real with people. Sport. You get beat when you're not good enough. You know what I'm saying? You don't just make matchups that are shit where you can't lose. It's shit. It's shit for the sport. It's shit for the prospect.
Got a new world champion tonight.
Exactly. Richard,
Talk about that.
You know, people will say, oh, Mark Castro got, what about Richardson Hitchens, who he took, was out on the fucking street after Mayweather Promotions wouldn't give him a fight. And I took him, and I built him, I got him to headline, got him to a mandatory position, and he became world champion. You want to say our matchroom brought him through to do that? No, you don't, because you want to criticise.
And after hearing what Eddie had to say, part of me agrees with him. You got to put your fighters through the fire, right? But also a part of me agrees with Oscar. So I'm a little bit in the middle with this whole situation between these promoters. You know what I'm saying? I understand where both guys are coming from. But I do think Eddie Hearn needs to know when is the right timing to move your fighter up to the next level. Is the timing has to be right. Or you can ruin a potential star, right? So I see that from both angles. But as far as Jaron Ennis and Teofimo Lopez, it's time to fight. Point blank period. It's time to fight. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Teofimo Lopez has been doing a lot of talking. And the part of me says, look, don't give him nothing. You know what I'm saying? Don't give him nothing. But then again, another part of me saying, go teach him a lesson. And if it's got to be Jaron Ennis teaching him that lesson, then so be it. Right? If it's Boots, then so be it. But that's the next fight for Jaron Ennis is looking like. Right? He fought his mandatory in Karen Kukuchan twice, so he should have a voluntary option. Now, Jaron Ennis may still receive backlash simply because he was talking about unifying the division. But me personally, I'll give him a pass for this one. Go beat the shit out of Teofimo Lopez. Oh, you said I'm one-dimensional? Okay, I'm going to show you how one-dimensional I am when I send your ass to another dimension. So, I think Boots Ennis should get a pass for the Teofimo fight. It's a named opponent, right? You know what I'm saying? I bet it may be a smaller guy coming up. He's talking crazy, right? And now he got enough balls to even call out Jaron Ennis. Only because of this situation with Virgil Ortiz and, you know, that fight with Karen Kukuchan. But he's going to be in for a rude awakening when he gets his ass in there with Boots. Because Teofimo Lopez don't fight like Karen. He don't fight like Karen. But that's some of the latest news in boxing, you guys. Teofimo Lopez has talked his way into a potential fight with Jaron Ennis. So we're going to stay on the lookout for that one. It should be a great fight. The build-up should be good. It should be interesting until it happens. But tell me what you guys think. Who will win that fight? Could Teofimo Lopez pull off an upset and beat Jaron Ennis? Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.